Welcome to Psych IRL. Alright, so a lot of you guys messaged me on Instagram. One of you guys wrote, "Hi Donna, can you make a video about motivation please? Thank you, and more power to your channel." And then a few messages later, you say, "What's your stand about knowing what you want? I'm a web developer for 9 years and enjoying my career, but I'm still looking for something that I won't consider as work, but something I love doing." So I think this is a two-part question, and I'm gonna answer the motivation part first. So motivation, when we Google that, it is the reason or reasons one has for acting or behaving in a particular way, or the general desire or willingness of someone to do something. People are motivated by different things, and in general there are two different kinds of motivators. The first is intrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation means something that internally motivates you. For example, kids who like drawing. Something about drawing makes them happy or makes them feel fulfilled, and they do it for the sake of this internal gratification. The second type of motivation is extrinsic motivation, and by its name alone, you can tell that it's external rewards that motivate us, such as money, food, grades even, and fame. And those are things that are given to motivate people. Like, you go into your job to make money, to obviously pay for things that help you survive. People don't fall into each category 100% accurately. You may be intrinsically motivated by snowboarding. You like to go snowboard, but you never really want to make it your job. You like your job as a data entryist, because I don't know if that's a word, but it pays you a lot of money, you're very comfortable with your job, and you like money. Back to your question, it seems like you're someone who's very intrinsically motivated. There was this study done on school children where I don't really remember the specifics, so you could look it up after. These school children really liked to draw, and they were intrinsically motivated by it. These children were then divided into 3 groups. The first group of children were rewarded every time they finished a drawing. The second group were not rewarded at all, and the third group was sometimes rewarded. After a few weeks or months, everything went back to normal. Kids were no longer rewarded at all. Then something really weird happened. The kids that were rewarded in that study no longer intrinsically liked to draw. They didn't draw as much anymore. And the study kind of concluded that the kids who were rewarded felt like they were drawing because of the reward. They were no longer drawing because they liked it. I don't know how you feel about web development, but I feel like that's kind of how you feel. You're kind of doing this for the money now, and you're no longer feeling like you enjoy it because it's for your happiness. The #1 trait for success in a job is something called grit. And grit in psychology is a positive, non-cognitive trait based on an individual's passion for a particular long-term goal or end state, coupled with a powerful motivation to achieve their respective objective. It's the ability to see the little steps that you're taking, these little steps that seem so hard, so mundane, and so boring. It's the ability to see those little steps as stepping stones to your overall goal. And when you see it as that, you're able to hustle and grind to achieve your overall goal. And again, I don't know your kind of mentality with web development. Do you see it as something that moves you on to your bigger goal, or do you see it as something that seems like it doesn't have a goal? My third point is just energy. This is something that I personally struggle with. When you watch people like Gary Vee or something like that, it seems like they're always motivated and always energized to hustle. But some people are human, like me. It's not that I'm lazy or do not like to work. Like, I always like making videos, and it's not that I don't like it enough. It's just that, you know, sometimes it's fun to just lay on a beach and just like stare at the ocean. When you watch people like that, it feels like they're always working and they're always hustling, and you can't compete. Yeah, people have different energies, and for me, what really helps with energy is being on a healthy diet. Oh my god. That's really hard. Caffeine helps a lot. Taking cold showers, there's a book about that you could read. Back on the topic of Gary Vee and these hustlers who seem like they're working 24/7, non-stop, a big motivator to a lot of people is hardship. The host of America's Most Wanted, I don't know if he's the host now or he's the former host. His name is John Walsh. John Edward Walsh Jr. is an American television personality, criminal investigator, human and victim rights advocate, and the host as well as creator of America's Most Wanted. Now, from that blurb, you can tell that this guy is really passionate about human rights and criminal investigation. And he's actually motivated by his son, who was at 7 years old kidnapped from a Sears. You know, for I think weeks or months. They were looking for his 7-year-old son at that time, and they didn't find him, but they did find his severed head. From that, he went on to do a lot of these things. And thankfully, a lot of us haven't faced the hardship that he has, but that just goes to show you that hardship can motivate you to do great things. Oprah Winfrey is the same. If you read about her life, she has faced a lot of very traumatic things that a lot of us could probably not face, but look where she is now. So to end things, I am not a guru or some kind of motivational speaker, but if you've taken anything away from this video, as cheesy and as cliche as it sounds, always work with happiness in mind. And if you go in with that mentality, you'll never ask the question of what do I like doing and how do I get motivated. I'll see you guys next time. Stay psyched.